Hi everybody, it's me, Catieosaurus. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. So listen, this is gonna be one of those videos where I'm just gonna kind of ramble for a second. So thank you for your patience here. But I don't want to talk about ADHD for a while. I think one of the things that keeps sort of coming up for me as I continue to do this work is that I love it. I love making videos. I love teaching people stuff. I love going on like weird hyper focuses and hyper fixations and, like all of that. But I think one of the things that happened is that I got very much into the headspace that if I wasn't making videos about ADHD, I wasn't helping people. And it was my job and it was the expectation that I help people all the time. And I love that. I love that part of it. I love that I have been the part of the journey of literally hundreds of millions of people. I mean, that sounds fake. It sounds fake to say that, but it's true. Like I'm at hundreds of millions, but it's a lot. It's a lot to have to wake up and talk about the same thing every day. Like it's so weird and ironic, honestly, because it's like, oh, you teach about ADHD, and that was your hyperfocus for like 6 months, and now you're just forcing it. And I think that sort of forcing it has been very palpable for a while. And so I realized I was watching How to Make Everything last night, and I had this moment where I was like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to like learn about fucking paper making or building a primitive technology house or how like the video that I literally is like half made on my computer, which is like how to make blue paint in the style that they did the Renaissance. And that's the kind of content that I want to make. And so I'm not quitting talking about ADHD. I want to be very clear about that. Because ADHD is part of my journey. Mental health is part of my journey. Sex and sexual wellness and intimacy is part of my journey. But right now I am on a journey of, I'm going to just say journey again. Jesus fucking Christ. But right now I think I'm in a place where I am realizing how burned out I am. And I keep being like, oh, I'm not that burned out. I got a little more in the tank, and then I'm just like destroying the engine even further. But then even past that, I think I'm really starting to discover who I am. And that sounds weird to say at, 35. So look at my gray hair. But I'm really sort of starting to understand who I am and like what my needs are. And I want to honor those. And I want to sort of explore what it means to be very much authentically myself. And so, yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you came for the ADHD content, and learning about ADHD, no hard feelings. If you don't want to watch the content for a few months. But I need to do things that bring me joy is what it comes down to. I lost the joy. I lost the joy a while ago. And I've been pushing through because I was like, oh, there's this expectation. There's this expectation that I just make. But I think I need to give myself permission to explore the things that bring me joy. And there's enough of you that I'm hoping will still enjoy what I have coming up. And obviously I'm still so honored to be working with Geek Therapeutics. And so I'm going to honor like those contracts and the contracts of like the content that, I'm being sponsored to make. So like that stuff is still going to happen. Don't worry about that. But I think for the next few months, I'm just going to make stuff that excites me. I'm just going to make stuff that I'm excited to wake up in the morning and learn about or explore. I have a few ideas of what that looks like. Some of that I won't be able to make here. Some of that will be over on the Schmonly Schmans. Especially, I do want to make videos about sex and intimacy, but I want to make like very specific, very sort of like in-depth videos. And so I don't want that to be here. So a lot of that sex and intimacy stuff is going to live over on my Schmonly Schmans. But yeah, I have some ideas. I have some ideas that genuinely I'm excited about. Like, that's the thing too, is like I have all of these ideas in my head that I'm excited about and I'm stoked about. That I'm like, oh well, I can't do that because I have to talk about ADHD. And I just want to see what happens if I make those. You know, I just want to see what happens. So with your forgiveness and with your patience, dear listeners, dear watchers, I guess here, that's what I'm going to do for a while, is lean into that and honor that, because I think part of being a mental health advocate, part of being an educator, is also modeling how to honor your own needs. And my needs are making weird videos about Renaissance paint and dogs and sex and building built-ins, because that's what I've been doing for the past week, is building built-ins in my house. So yeah, you're gonna see some new series come out. A couple of people messaged me and asked me about like Dungeons, Yes and Dragons. I want to keep that series going, but I want that to look like something different, I think. But also I'm trying to move off of TikTok. I'm trying to move off of some of like the shorter forms, and like as Twitter burns to the fucking ground. Oh my God. I want YouTube to kind of be the place. And so I think there's going to be like some restructuring. I'm still going to post my ADHD content, post some of like my old videos and like that kind of stuff, because I want there to be a lasting archive of that information for everybody. But yeah, if you came for the ADHD content, I'm sorry, but I can't right now. I'm so tired, and there's so much all the time, coming out about ADHD. And I want to feel joy again. I want to feel proud of the work that I'm doing again. And I think for now, that's going to look like stepping away from ADHD, while we work on a piece of writing that may or may not be coming out. But yeah, I didn't really plan what I was going to say. I just really wanted to get this done. So I'm sorry that this is a little whatever. But yeah, so anyway, channel update. It's gonna be different. But I hope you'll stick with me. And if you don't, again, no hard feelings. I know that, you know, I was doing one thing and now I'm doing another, and so it's okay. But thank you. Thank you for watching. Either way, this has been the most extraordinary sort of 3 years of my entire life. I never expected any of this to happen. And it's actually funny because the 4th of July was the 3-year anniversary of my posting my first viral video. And so I think it's been on my mind a lot lately. But yeah, thank you. Thank you all for everything. It has been such an honor to get to do this. And I'm excited to continue to keep doing it in a way that is a little bit more sustainable, a little bit better for my mental health. And I hope you'll come along with me. And if not, remember to drink some water. Remember to eat a snack. Remember to take your meds. Remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to be kind to others. And remember that I love you. Okay, bye.